Hello, everybody, and welcome to the much awaited last match of round of 16. It is going to be Chicken Bread versus La Carne Asada on Monday, 14 UTC. Seed 21 versus Seed 28, Fire and JLI on Chicken Bread, while La Carne Asada having Tevokin and Dev in the round of 16 matchup. It is I, your commentator, Adam Yuuki, also known as Adam McAville, and I will be solo commentating this time around. So, let's get it. This is the last match of round of 16, the much awaited last match before we get into the quarterfinals showcase that will be happening at 15 UTC, which is quite literally after this matchup. So, do stay tuned for that right as we are done with it. Now, getting into the roll, we have Tevokin getting 40 points while we wait for Fire to roll next. I'm pretty sure this is also going to be a very exciting matchup or a relatively close one because Fire and J-Lai, pretty sure they do not need a name for themselves. Fire has been seen multiple times on the Mania ranked leaderboards and having multiple top 10, top 5, even number 1s from what I'm seeing. He's also relatively good at tournament performances alongside JLI, who has been playing for Mania World Cup, for 4-digit Mania World Cup, multiple edition. And on the Carne Asada, we have Tevokin, who's a insanely strong, and I mean that in the most humble words, insanely strong Rice player from the United States, alongside Dev as well. Whew. And before I check, let me see if these two are in the winner's bracket or loser bracket, since I have not seen the challenge match or the last week match just yet. But Fire did win the roll by 8 points. Yes, thanks, Rev. Thanks, streamer. And this will be loser bracket match with Tevokin and Dev with Fire and JLI. That's not how this tournament works, but sure. This is some insane matchup already. The fact that these two teams and both of these two teams' players, all 4 of them are pretty well known in the community already for knowing to shred tournament maps like it's nothing. It's both in the loser bracket, it's insane. So it seems like Fire will be banning first, Team Chicken Bread will be banning first. So that means the first protect will go to La Carne Asada. And instantly locking in on Rice 6, ban Fire. You gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. It's going to be La Carne Asada's protect first. I'm thinking it's Rice versus Longnode yet again. I'm pretty sure Fire will be the one anchoring on the right section, while J-Lai is the one anchoring for the long node. Tevokin and Dev, both of them are just a Rice player. There's not much else to say other than if you're in a Rice battle, it's a high chance that you may not be able to win because of their Rice capability just being that high. And it seems like our original ref Discord is now finally home, able to take on the refereeing job. Nice timing. Rush FTK was the temporary ref and our good old streamer, so do shout out to him. Tevokin is trying to get a free nitro. That's not how it works. Yes, his name may be Discord, but it's not the official Discord, you know? Unless, protecting Rice Tree going to be Passion the map by Y Clocky really quickly. So that's more on the ratio oriented side as most card chat goes. That unfortunately, or fortunately in this case, is very anchor based. Tevokin is probably sight reading the map. Oh no. Now we will get Chicken Bread's Protect. I'm thinking Long Note 1, Long Note 3, Hybrid 1. those three are very strong contender alongside with a off-branding Hybrid 2, Hybrid 3. I'm guessing their primary protect would either be long node 1, long node 3, just because it's technical long node, while long node 1 being very, very release oriented. Frozen Hybrid 1 is technical, I guess. It's a hybrid, but it heavily leans on coordination. So there's a lot of potential protect from this team. Ogeti and Aiza may be another one. Long node 2 is a 50-50 in my book, since long node density depends on the Rice player, may give them an edge compared to the long node players. But we just have to see what Fire and JLI on Team Chicken Bread has to offer, has to think of what to protect. We're still thinking. But yeah, while we're at it, do stay tuned on the what's it called? Yes, on the quarterfinals map showcase. It's going to be one hell of a showcase, so on that, pretty sure it will be me coming back in for commentary and a additional commentator. It seems like no other commentators is available right now for commentary other than me, but that's fine. At least we have enough staffers to commentate for multiple matches. So it seems like Long Node 2 will be the protect, being Imagine Breaker, and from what Fire just said, oh, Discord is having a slight issue. So, what is protecting? Ban Rice 2? Ah, okay. I understood now. So, seems like Fire got the timing wrong, as in what to ban and what to protect. So, we will be having Long the 2 being protected, while I think earlier Fire said Rice 2 to ban, unless Fire got it wrong. We did have a slight delay earlier due to the ref not home in time, but we're good now. But yeah, Fire will be banning Rice 2. Team Chicken Bread will be eliminating Rice 2, Taka's Pelikintil, the questionable Zhongxi White map ban. For Tevelkin and Dev side, yeah, it's either Long Note 1. I'm honestly leaning towards them banning Long Note 1 or Long Note 3, just because it's so release oriented to the point that it sucks to play. There is something wrong when I was making the replay, I got 98%.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Long Note 1. Honestly, Epic Man did such a good job with Long Note 1 for, if I'm not wrong, the most banned individual map. I was thinking that the other map, what's it called? What the hell? Hold on. Maybe while we are getting corrected on the bans because Fire was confused, I'm gonna quickly take a look at the statistics. It's not out yet, but I have my ways. I'll take a look at what is most commonly banned. But I'm very sure it was Long Note 1 being banned the most. One of the most banned maps alongside with Hybrid 1. Yeah, it was mostly Long Note 1 and Hybrid 1 being banned. Hybrid 2 is also a strong contender. but it was mostly Hybrid 1 and Long Note 1 due to the sheer release-oriented nature of it. There was some English. There was some Long Note 2 bands as well, but yeah, the name sticks out for Long Note 1 and Hybrid 1. So Long Note 3 will be banned, and Long Note 2 will be chosen instantly as their protect. Honestly, having Long Note 3 being banned is not too big of a surprise from La Carne Asada. It was either going to be Long Note 1 or Long Note 3 anyways, or Hybrid 1. But instantly going with the density Long Note pick, J-Lai coming in, while Tevokin I guess is saying, or Dev may come in. Since both Tevokin and Dev is just so strong in Rise, very few is shown in terms of Long Note. Long Note 2. This can honestly go either way. Thank you, Shima, for fixing up the username. Tevokin was sticking up. But anyway, MP stock command has activated. And let's get alongside with the matchup. J-Lai obviously coming in for the Long Note maps as usual, since from his Mania World Cup performances alongside 4DM, he's pretty more well known in Long Notes for being one of the main anchors. Tevokin is going to be playing the Long Note map instead of Dev this time around, maybe switch up later on. Just waiting for Banjo to properly sync up. Oh dear. Let's give that one more shot unless J-Light died. Oh dearie me, what has happened to the match? Just gotta wait for a little bit. J-Light DC'd. Oh no. Gotta abort. That was within 30 seconds. We're fine. But that was a really, really quick DC. Ah. They haven't left the room. Oh, okay. So it's just a client-sided issue. J-Light's internet seemed to have died or something. We just have to wait for the MP link. In the meantime, speaking of MP link, I'll go ahead and grab it. Boom. Yeah, J-Lai has not disconnected from the MP link itself. Boy. Hopefully it doesn't lead to anything major, because on this kind of disconnects, it's already beyond 30 seconds and you can't really help it. Let's hope after the map finishes, J-Light doesn't disconnect and his score actually submits in the MP link. In the meantime, I can talk a little bit about Tevokin, even though the song is not synced up. He's still holding onto the full combo with 99.50%. This kind of performances on loser bracket is super strong. Honestly, it's super strong. To some, they may think round of 16 map pools is super easy, but it's not. It's Mania World Cup quarterfinals to almost semifinals difficulty range. Tevokin did find a drop there, but it isn't much to put a dent on his accuracy. Still holding 99.47% though, despite the miss as we enter the last few bits of the map. And I will take a look at the MP link to hope J-Light doesn't kaboom. Let's hope J-Light doesn't kaboom here in terms of internet, because that would really, really suck. And okay, good news. J-Light didn't kaboom on the MP link. He was actually playing on time as well. It was just client-sided issue. So from the stream, oh yeah, there we go. It's linked up. All right, huge. 991.5 from J-Line with 5 200 count with 900 300 count. That's insane. That's actually a really, really good score. That's crazy. Well, Tevakin did find one drop of a miss on 4,800 mark, but the ratio is pretty good as well. It's nothing to be scuffed about. It's just that in terms of long node, it's kind of hard to go against the likes of J-Line or Fire, to be fair. But it's Carne Asada's pick now. Hopefully it doesn't happen again in terms of client kabooming itself and having one player dying. JLI instantly leaving the lobby. Maybe going for Rice 1, Rice 5. There's so many Rice maps for Carne Asada to pick. They can possibly go for Rice 4, Transhumanist, Rice 6, the harder Rice map, or they can go with Ratio Battle against Fire on Passion, Rice 3. Carne Asada has a lot of Rice maps up their field. They have 5 in total. Not only that, we do have Hybrid 2, despite it being questionable. Same with Hybrid 3, which is 50-50 oriented. We're getting Rice 1, the speed map out of the way instantly. It's going to be a modern way of letting go, mapped by Phil on 1.1, 210 BPM almost. I'm guessing Fire will be coming in, judging from the fact that Fire is the Rice player in Chicken Bread. Yep, Fire coming in. Dev will be swapping in as well. They just gotta swap back. There we go. This map is very chilly, but knowing both Fire and Dev, pretty sure it's not gonna pose a huge issue to either one of these players. It's just going to be ratio battle yet again. This map is 2 minutes long as well, just barely 2 minutes. Probably one of the shorter maps alongside... No, it is the shortest map, I think, alongside Rice 6. Just barely 2 minutes, while Rice 6 is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Usually the speed map is the shortest maps in the entire Rice pool, so it's not surprising. But seems like the NP start command has activated as both players has given their good luck have fun and let the second map begin. Fire opting in to choose Mirror Mod, so we'll see how this goes. Let's get it started, shall we? It's literally accuracy battle for both Fire and Dev to see who has the better ratio. It's going to be hard to tell who's going to have the edge. Since last week, if I'm not wrong, the Carne Asada was against Ghost Last Tour, which is Yuuki's team, alongside Otenst. And let's just say the ratio was profoundly insane. It's impossible to say just how good of a score or ratio these players can get on such a high difficulty ceiling map. 99.83% on Fire side, while 87 on Death. Not too big of a lead from Death. It's still one miss swing. Both players holding onto combo relatively nicely. Fire did drop a 200 count, dropping their accuracy down a slightly more. Death as well, both of them having basically the same accuracy at this rate. Still slight lead towards Death, but anything can happen as we enter the second half. Very short map after all. More traily, flowy kind of speed pattern coming in. 2/3 of the map being finished already. Just a bit more left. Can Dev hold on? 99.74, slowly recovering. While Fire did drop a little bit more accuracy down to 99.69%, just hovering over the barely 70% range. Last quarter left, both players still holding on to the full combo. Just a few more rolls on the speed and a few more bursty vice section. First drop goes to fire as we entering the last 1/8 of the map. Seems like Dev is going to get away with that. Score lead ever so increasing towards Dev. As we enter the last few bits of the map, if Dev doesn't mess up, he should be able to get the point off rights once, securing them 1-1. Yeah, I can tell this is going to be a really, really close match to end off round of 16. Almost identical ratio. It's under 20 points of difference in terms of 300 counts. Better 200 count. Sorry, from Dev as well by a factor of 3. And Fire did drop the unfortunate miss there, but still relatively close score from both players. We may need to delay the map showcase if this goes on for very long. But oh well, YOLO. Chicken Bread is going to have their pick next. Long Note 1, maybe, judging from JLI being available. And it is their last Long Note available before they swap into the hybrid picks. That or Chicken Bread is going to be risky with Rice, but yeah, Long Note 1, like expected. Straight away, no hesitation, it's going to be Long Note and hybrid versus Rice yet again. So many times we see this matchup, Long Note and hybrid versus Rice. We're never gonna escape this kind of trope. We got the Epic Man map, let's go, the host map. Decomposition of the Femur? Femur, oh, Femur. It's, yeah, I can't read chat. I just realized this is the same length as Rice 1. But yeah, J-Light is coming in from him being in the lobby now, I think. Dev instantly leaving, so seems like Tevokin will be swapping in as well. Just got to wait for Tevokin to hop into the lobby and Fire and J-Light to cement who's going to be playing on their team. Seems like English. Seems like Tevokin is probably playing a map or warming up. J-Light leaving the lobby, shockingly. But yeah, there we go. Tevokin is finally in the lobby now. Is Fire going to stay for Long Note 1? I mean, it's not surprising since both Fire and J-Light is really, really good in terms of Long Note capability, so they have more flex. But, oh, nope, seems like Fire will be leaving and J-Light will be coming in instead. I think this is going to be their lineup again. J-Light versus Tevokin on the last Long Note pick available due to Long Note 2. No, not Long Note 2, Long Note 3 being banned. So yeah, good luck, have fun to both J-Light and Tevokin as MP Start Command has kicked off yet again. Here we go, Flesh Deletion, Long Note 1. This is super techy. This is really, really techy from a Long Note release player such as myself. So let's just see what both J-Light and Tevokin has to offer up on the table and up for grabs on the third map. Early miss from Tevokin actually. It's under 400 combo, thankfully, but still, having a miss early on will cement a slight score lead towards J-Light, finding one more additional drop as well from Tevokin. Still not up to the 400 combo mark as he's reaching there, while J-Light still holding onto the full combo on the funny number accuracy. Oh. I don't want to say that on stream, especially we are about to have our showcase, so I'll remain a little bit more professional. J-Light did drops a 200 there, dropping their accuracy down to 99.64%. Tevokin is having a little bit of a hard time to secure their accuracy, 99.14% as of current. with 2 drops happening at the beginning of the map already and just not having as good of a time with ratio and accuracy in general compared to JLI is going to give JLI just a slight lead in terms of accuracy and comfort in play. 15,000 points of difference towards JLI as we enter the second half already, still holding on to 99.65% on JLI. Devilkin seems to have gotten a little bit of grounds at 99.25% now. Still nowhere enough, especially with 2 drops. So the score gap is still a really big number for it to have any dent. Oh, the full inverse will be choking up Devilkin, giving him another combo break. More 200 count drop is not looking so hot on Devilkin's side. More drops from Devilkin down to 98.83% now. JLI still running away with 99.63% as we enter the last few bits of the map. Pretty sure this cements Chicken Bread their second points of the match. But can JLI close out with an FC? Just a little bit more release oriented section to go, and he does. 99.64%. 988k from JLI with 5 200 counts. That was pretty, how do I say it? One-way swing, I guess. Damn. The long jack did mess up a lot from Devilkin as well. 950k is still a good score, but it's just not enough to keep up with JLI, especially in terms of ratio and 200 counts as well. It's just too big of a difference. But we're going into Carne Asada's pick, probably going for Rise Tree, trying to fight against ratio, or they're going to choose Rise 4 Transhumanist. Any of the Rise map is up for grabs for Dev to choose, and it's going to be Rise Tree. They are Protect Passion mapped by White Clocky coming in hot. Seems like seems like it's Devilkin that wants Rise Tree and not Dev. Alright. Seems legit. But yeah, with Rice being picked, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Fire coming in yet again. In terms of JLI, yep, Fire has joined the lobby, same with Dev. Both JLI and Devilkin instantly got out of the lobby, like it's none of their business. Knowing that, alright, I've done my job for Long Note, it's time for you to carry on. I don't want to play the Rise. But this is going to be a racial battle. It's per Jack map, even though it's abstract. Oh, get it? Abstract and gov. Oh. But this being a Jack map with its gimmick is still mostly racial battle. The gimmick here is mostly about anchors. So it's going to be a racial battle between Fire and Dev. It's literally a Londo team versus a Rice team. Mania World Cup edition. Here we go. Without further ado, 4th map coming in already. It's good that none of the players are actually stalling except for during the protected bans due to misinformation from, I'm guessing, the ref switching. But that's fine. But yeah, thankfully both teams seems to already have an idea of what they're going to choose beforehand, so we do not have any, well, delay in terms of pick. That means we can hopefully finish up the match in time and get the qualifier showcase down to the bottom. Fire currently having slight accuracy lead, 99.98% compared to Dev on 99.95. It's not a big lead, especially it's, well, Jax. But still, anything can happen. First quarter is already finished. Fire still running away with it. This is very stamina draining and very anchor heavy. I tried to make a replay on this. I actually did full combo this as well, but not as good as Curry, who just instantly sat on my score. Oh, actually, Fire is down to 99.96% now. Not big of a drop, because you can't really say accuracy drops, especially on 99.90% and above. Dev was close earlier, down to 0.94 now. Ooh, Fire down to 9.5. It's so close. It's literally ratio battle all over again. This kind of scores from loser bracket is disgusting. It's actually disgusting how good these players are in loser bracket. I have no idea what they were doing in qualifiers to cement them on seed 21 and seed 28 respectively. Just a little bit more map to go. Can Fire hold out onto the FC and consistency? Is this a breakpoint we're going to see? It is 875 points of difference towards Fire. 73 to 85, 300 counts. 12 300 points of difference. Dev did drop 200 count as well, but even without that, I'm pretty sure Fire would still take it with just slightly better ratio by 12 differences. That's a breakpoint towards Chicken Bread. 3-1 now on their favor, and it's going to be their pick next. That was really, really close. Fire just barely managed to squeak out on Rice Tree against Dev, as we are probably going with Hybrid 1 next. It's either going to be Hybrid 1 or Hybrid 2, and they may save Hybrid 3 for later on. This is so close, actually. But yeah, with Chicken Bread, I'm pretty sure JLI is coming in for Hybrid 1 again, and Hybrid 2, just because it's so funny, especially Hybrid 2. Long the Fire, long the trees band. It's cooked. This is losers bracket. Loser bracket. I don't know how and why these players are in loser bracket. These two teams are in loser bracket. It's insane. But yeah, Fire, Hybrid 1. Yep, knew it. Hybrid 1 is the most longer oriented of the three, so I'm pretty sure Jayla will be coming in yet again. And Tevukin as well, if I'm not wrong. Chicken Bread, if they are able to cement their point on this, is going to bring them to match point. It's going to be Frozen map by the shows, and it's going to be the longest hybrid map, also known as the mini tiebreaker map. Yep, J-Lai coming in. Is Dev going to stay? Let me take a look. Seems like Dev is staying. Yeah, Dev is staying for Hybrid 1. Quite a shocker, honestly. If Dev were to stay on Hybrid 2 and 3, it's not too big of a surprise. But on Hybrid 1, which is super coordinated, heavy, and technical, I was thinking maybe Tevukin will come back in again, as he has been seen on both Longer 2 and Longer 1. But I guess the roster will be changed up just a tiny bit, with J-Lai coming in for Hybrid 1. It's no surprise, really. J-Lai is more well known towards the Longer player side. And let's get on with Frozen. This song is amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. Thank you, Epic Man, for being such a good pooler and an overworked host. We'll miss you once this tournament ends, because he's probably going to be overworked and cooked. But yeah, at the start, not too big of a thing to say, other than Dev do have a slight mishaps with 99.36%, probably a few 200 drop early on as well, just not suspecting on the long note, while JLI is holding on to the 99.80% almost full combo. Both players still holding on to the FC, is just the accuracy lead being different. Score lead about 2000 towards JLI. This is really long as well, so it can swing to either way if any one of these two players messes up in one of the oriented long note section, or just a random break on the easy part. First quarter is already done. It's just some long note graces coming in. Long note dump as well. First drop from Dev. I think that was a real drop as well, since on my side it did lag a bit, but pretty sure that's a real drop from Dev. First combo drop and accuracy drop by quite a... Actually, no, wait. The accuracy drop is not as big, but the combo drop definitely did a score towards the score lead that he was trying to shrink down on. 8,000 points of score lead towards J-Light now. He's still holding on to the full combo on 99.75%. Dev really needs to catch back up on his accuracy at least, and pray that J-Light does find a drop or two to swing the score lead back towards either tying or back to Dev. This is really crucial as well on Team Carne Asada, since after this map, Team Chicken Bread will be on match point. So it's very crucial. 99.75%. JLI did drop a 200 there, but it's not gonna do too much to put a dent on the score lead. 10,000 points of difference now. Dev is finally catching back up on the accuracy slightly, still holding around the same. 2/3 of the map is already finished. J-Light is still holding on to that full combo like it's nothing. Acting this map is really impressive, to say the least, since no one is supposed to be able to act this map properly. Oh my god, one more combo break at the easy section from Dev, resetting his combo. And accuracy drop as well. I don't want to say anything yet. We do have one last quarter, but with J-Light just FCing, it's just undeniable fact that he's just going to take yet another point. 17,000 points of difference. As we are just entering the last few bits of the last quarter available, it's basically cemented that J-Light will be getting Team Chicken Bread their 4th needed point to go into match point. But will he FC is the issue. Just a little bit more dumpy long note section left to go. I still don't get why these two teams are in loser bracket. It's just that stacked, huh? But yeah, with the map closing out with just a little bit more graces, J-Light does indeed FC with a 99.75% on hybrid 1. That's filthy. That 200 count difference is filthy. No. No. You don't do this. You actually just don't do this on loser bracket, on round of 16. on the map difficulty set to quarterfinals, Mania World Cup, but maybe slightly harder. No. Why? That's just disgusting. It's Carne Asada's pick now, so I'm guessing, yeah, it's another Rice map, of course. Rice for Transhumanist coming in. It's the second hardest map in the Rice pool, other than Rice 6. But yeah, for Team Carne Asada, they need to make sure that no mistake is going to happen from now on if they want to come back from 4-1 all the way to 4-4 for a potential tiebreaker. They have to lock in for not only this pick, but for one more pick from Chicken Bread. They have to endure 3 more maps to secure the tiebreaker. Dev is going to be coming back in. Well, he's staying for the 3rd time in a row, but Fire is going to come back in change of J-Light for Transhumanist, this is in the edit version of the Kamui map. It's slightly nerfed, not much. It's only some slight longer changes to make the map a little bit more comfortable to play. Oh dear. The MP link is not, well, working properly because I think the streamer didn't change that, but I'll do you a favor. There we go. But yeah. Can't play this time? Wait. Let me take a look at the MP link. Two times. Yeah. One more time. And Dev is out. I think the ref may have made a mistake, but oh well. Checking on the MP link. Yeah, Dev has only played twice, but seems like the ref thought Dev played on long note 1, but it's fine. I think mistakes like these happens with conditions such as these, but it's okay. We'll just have to wait for either Tevokin or Dev coming back in. Seems like Tevokin will be coming in this time around. So it's most likely Fire versus Tevokin unless the ref corrects himself, but nope, seems like Tevokin will be staying in. Honestly, doesn't really matter. Tevokin is disgusting in Rice as well, so I don't think they're going to, well, care as much. Both Tevokin and Dev is just a monster on Rice in general. Like actually disgusting. And here we go with the map starting off. Slight accuracy lead towards Tevokin as of now. Fire is also not far behind. As I say that, they do drop a 200 count, dropping their accuracy down to 99.74%. Slowly climbing back up, but Tevokin is gaining accuracy for some reason to 99.90% now. Fire is able to recover a little bit of their accuracy. The accuracy difference between Fire and Tevokin is now 0.08% actually, slowly shrinking. Fire just needs to hold onto its consistency like he's always done on the 2 rice pick that was chosen. Or 3 rice pick, I forgot. This should be the 3rd one. But Tevokin's just holding onto that accuracy as well. It's just barely able to keep a lead. But it's still a 1 mid swing. At this point, it's a 1-200 swing. We're entering the first drop, the first Ki tech drop. This is where accuracy really matters. It's so much more techy and dumpy compared to the other early section we had, and this is also the introduction to the second half of the map as well. Both Fire and Tevokin is basically neck and neck in terms of accuracy, 99.89% against 99.90%. They're basically tied in terms of accuracy. The score lead is a fraction of 200 count actually. It literally comes to ratio for both these players now. Tevokin finding the first drop! Oh no! Tevokin finding the first miss, dropping their combo, giving Fire the ever so needed break. 4,000 score lead, 5,000 score lead now. Having the slight accuracy lead as well. He's still holding on to that full combo. If Fire holds on to the full combo, it's going to summon their last point that needed. Tevokin really needed to lock in right there, but it's the same accuracy, but due to the drop, the score difference is big. And there's not much left on this map. That was such an unfortunate drop on Tevokin. 5,000 points of difference on Fire. And with just a little bit more of the map left, the easy section, Fire is not gonna find any singular drop. And will cement the last point needed for Team Chicken Bread to take home 5-1 against La Carne Asada. Better ratio, but Tamukin choking the V1 double S because of the miss. That was so unfortunate. That was actually so unfortunate. But GG, well played though. Fire, honestly, did cook with the ratio. Just slightly better. Does choke the V1 double S, but still, 996k on Transhumanist is insane. Jay is asking for TV showcase. I don't know if we're going to show that, but it's really up to the streamer, honestly. But I don't think we will be. I'm not too sure. But we do have the quarterfinals map pool showcase happening in roughly about 30 minutes. So congratulations to Team Chicken Bread for winning on the last match of the weekend on the loser bracket, no less, securing them the spot to continue in quarterfinals against the next team they're going to be facing. Let me quickly check on challenge as well. So they're going to be against, come on, the Disciplines of Triple T. That's going to be who they're going to be against next. Both New Dragon and Lasting Diarrhea is going to be, gonna be rough on quarterfinals. But still, good effort from La Carne Asada as well. It's crazy to think that Templekin and Dev is out in round of 16. That's disgusting. Templekin and Dev, both Mania World Cup worthy players, are out this early in the tournament. Not even into quarterfinals yet. It just goes to show how competitive this tournament is. But without further ado, I'm pretty sure we will be ending off the stream now, as we'll be having the map showcase relatively soon. So do stay tuned in that. We have some very, very devious map hooked up because I know the map. Of course I do know. I'm a playtester. But without further ado, that was the last match of round of 16. It is I, Adam Yuuki, also known as Adam Ackerville, signing off, and we'll be seeing you guys just relatively shortly. So enjoy your days, go grab a drink or whatever, and stay tuned for the showcase.